For decades, the story was simple, one that echoed through boardrooms and newsrooms alike. The West innovates, China copies. This narrative was repeated so often that it became almost a law of nature in the global tech world. From the rise of social media platforms to the explosion of smartphones, this story comforted Western leaders and tech giants. It reinforced a sense of superiority, a belief that the future would always be written in Silicon Valley or European capitals. But today, August 14, 2025, that story has flipped on its head. The world is witnessing a dramatic reversal. The West is now looking to China for the next big thing, searching for inspiration and innovation from a place they once dismissed as merely a copier. The old stereotype of made in China as a cheap knockoff is dead and buried. Designed in China now signals cutting-edge innovation, world-class design, and products that set global trends rather than follow them. While the West celebrated its past achievements, Chinese companies quietly built the future, learning from the best, adapting rapidly, and then leaping ahead. The evidence of this transformation is everywhere, visible in every sector of technology. Artificial intelligence, autonomous electric vehicles, and advanced facial recognition, these are no longer Western exclusives. Chinese firms are now leading the charge, setting new standards for what's possible. In digital infrastructure, from sprawling server farms to lightning-fast 5G networks and high-speed rail, Chinese companies are not just catching up, they're setting the global pace, often outpacing their Western rivals. This shift isn't just about market share or quarterly profits. It represents a fundamental transfer of power and influence, reshaping the balance of the global tech industry and the world order itself. The foundation of Western tech dominance is cracking under the pressure of relentless Chinese innovation. The era of unquestioned American supremacy is fading, replaced by a new, more competitive landscape. How did this seismic shift happen? Arrogance, complacency, and a deep misunderstanding of China's ambition all played a part. Many in the West underestimated just how fast China could move. Western companies focused on incremental updates and short-term profits, content to rest on their laurels. Meanwhile, Chinese companies, often with strong state support, played the long game, investing in research, talent, and infrastructure. They poured resources into foundational technologies, built robust ecosystems, and fostered a culture of relentless innovation designed to dominate not just today, but for decades to come. Now, the West finds itself scrambling to catch up, racing to reclaim lost ground in a game whose rules have changed. The student has become the master. The world is witnessing a remarkable transformation, one that few predicted, but none can ignore. And as the world watches, a new era is beginning, one where innovation knows no borders and the next big idea could come from anywhere. The question now is, who will lead the future? Enter the Xiaomi Mi 15, a device that redefines communication for the modern era. In a world where staying connected is more important than ever, the Mi 15 emerges as a true game-changer, promising to keep you in touch no matter where life takes you. Unveiled to a stunned world, the Mi 15 features true two-way global satellite messaging, a breakthrough that instantly captured the attention of tech enthusiasts and industry leaders alike. Headlines buzzed with excitement as the possibilities became clear. This isn't just about emergency SOS. The Mi 15 lets you send and receive full text messages, share pictures, and even record and transmit voice notes anywhere on Earth, as long as you have a clear view of the sky. Whether you're deep in the wilderness, sailing across oceans, or traveling through remote deserts, you're never out of reach. No cell towers, no Wi-Fi, no problem. The Mi 15 ensures you're always connected, even in the most isolated corners of the globe. It's a lifeline for adventurers, explorers, and anyone who values true freedom. Xiaomi didn't need to launch its own satellites to achieve this. Instead, it formed a strategic partnership with Tiantong, China's state-owned satellite operator, leveraging an existing, robust satellite network that already covers the entire planet. Behind the scenes, Xiaomi's engineers developed a tiny, power-efficient chipset that communicates directly with these satellites. This advanced technology fits seamlessly into a standard smartphone, without adding bulk or draining your battery. This technological leap allowed Xiaomi to deliver a finished, market-ready product, while Western rivals were still stuck in the planning phase, struggling to overcome technical and regulatory hurdles. Take Apple's satellite SOS, for example. It's limited, one-way, and only available in select regions. You can't send photos or voice notes, and you certainly can't have a real conversation. And Google? They're still in the brainstorming stage, making promises but not delivering any real solutions to users who need global connectivity now. The Mi 15 isn't just a better version of a Western idea, it's an entirely new category of device, setting a global standard for what a smartphone can and should be in the age of worldwide communication. Imagine the impact: disaster relief teams coordinating in real time, journalists reporting from blackout zones, logistics companies tracking shipments across continents, all always connected, no matter the circumstances. With the Mi 15, Xiaomi hasn't just upgraded a phone, it's forced the entire world to chase a new benchmark, raising the bar for innovation and connectivity. As a result, Western tech giants are left looking slow, reactive, and uninspired, struggling to keep up with the pace of true innovation. The future of communication isn't just arriving, it's already here, and it's proudly designed in China. The Mi 15 marks a new era where global connectivity is no longer a dream but a reality for everyone. The Xiaomi Mi 15 redraws the map of global telecommunications. For decades, billions were left out by the limits of ground-based networks. Xiaomi's satellite tech smashes that barrier, democratizing connectivity for anyone with a device and a view of the sky. This isn't just about texts, it's about economic participation, disaster response, and bridging the digital divide. Telecom giants face an existential threat. Why pay roaming fees when your phone is always connected? Xiaomi and Tiantong have created a parallel network, bypassing traditional carriers and forcing the industry to rethink everything. By partnering with a state-backed satellite network, Xiaomi achieved instant scale and reliability. This public-private model, China's specialty, proves devastatingly effective. The West, with its strict corporate government divide, is left flat-footed. Xiaomi's success is a testament to the power of China's strategic approach. Xiaomi's breakthrough isn't just technological, it's geopolitical. For years, the US controlled global communications. Now, China offers an alternative, outside Western surveillance. This is soft power in action, affordable, independent communication for the world's emerging markets. Countries adopting this tech become part of China's digital ecosystem, deepening economic and political ties. For the Five Eyes Intelligence Alliance, this is a nightmare. Vast swathes of global communication now route through Chinese satellites. The balance of power and intelligence is shifting. The same tool that liberates some can empower others for chaos. The technology is neutral, but its impact is anything but. China has turned a smartphone into a geopolitical chess piece. The Mi 15's launch sent shockwaves through Silicon Valley. Apple, once the industry leader, now looks a generation behind. Its satellite feature exposed as timid. Apple faces a dilemma: partner with a Western satellite provider or risk losing the global connectivity race. Google's challenge is even greater. Android's fragmented ecosystem makes universal satellite messaging nearly impossible to roll out quickly. While Xiaomi sells millions of connected devices, Apple and Google are stuck in development limbo. In emerging markets, the Mi 15 isn't just a better phone, it's a lifeline. Why choose an iPhone or Pixel when Xiaomi offers universal connectivity at a lower price? As users flock to Xiaomi, they become locked into its ecosystem, making it harder for Western brands to win them back. The West isn't just losing a feature race, it's losing the next generation of customers. The tables have truly turned. What about Starlink? While impressive, it's not the answer for mobile users. Starlink requires bulky hardware and costly subscriptions, great for homes, not for pockets. Xiaomi focused on the device itself, leveraging existing satellites and efficient hardware for instant global messaging. Starlink aims for perfect broadband, Xiaomi delivered practical, universal messaging first. The West worked on elegant but complex solutions. China took a shortcut that worked. Starlink and others now promise a future Xiaomi is already delivering. By the time Western direct-to-cell tech matures, Xiaomi will have set the standard. Starlink may offer faster speeds someday, but Xiaomi owns the market now. China didn't just beat Apple and Google, it leapfrogged the West's top space company. But there's a catch: privacy. All messages on the Xiaomi Tiantong network pass through Chinese-controlled infrastructure, subject to China's intelligence laws. For journalists, activists, or dissidents, using a Mi 15 could mean exposing sensitive data to Beijing. Regulators worldwide now face a dilemma: ban the device and risk backlash, or allow it and risk national security. In emerging markets, the need for connectivity may outweigh privacy concerns. China's strategy: build loyalty and dependence before the West can respond. The result? A massive, data-rich user base under China's digital umbrella. The Xiaomi Mi 15 isn't just a product, it's the starting gun for a new tech Cold War. This device represents more than cutting-edge hardware. It's a symbol of a shifting global balance, where technology is at the heart of international rivalry. With every launch, China signals its intent to lead, not follow, in the digital age. The world is splitting into two tech spheres, one led by the US, the other by China. These two giants are building their own ecosystems, standards, and alliances, drawing lines that will define the next era of innovation and influence. The era of a single open internet is ending. A splinternet is emerging, with different rules and masters. Each side is erecting digital walls, shaping the flow of information, commerce, and even culture. The global web we once knew is fracturing into rival networks. The made in China =copycat era is over. China is now a technological leader driving breakthroughs in AI, 5G, and green energy. Its engineers and entrepreneurs are setting trends, not just following them, and the world is taking notice. The West must shift from complacency to fierce competition, investing in innovation and public-private partnerships. It's no longer enough to rest on past achievements. New strategies, bold investments, and collaboration between governments and industry are essential to keep pace. The battle for influence will play out in the global south, where tech choices become geopolitical decisions. Nations in Africa, Southeast Asia, and Latin America are the new battlegrounds, as both superpowers vie to shape digital infrastructure and win hearts and minds. The side that wins this allegiance will shape the future world order. Every partnership, every contract, and every handshake could tip the balance, determining who sets the rules for the next generation. The warning is clear: the age of Western monopoly on innovation is ending. The world is watching as the old guard faces a new challenger, and the stakes have never been higher. China has built a new castle next door, and the world is watching. Its rise is reshaping the landscape, inspiring some and unsettling others, as the global center of gravity shifts eastward. The West must wake up, or prepare to follow Beijing's rules. The choices made now will echo for decades, deciding not just who leads in technology, but who writes the future story.